at Memorial Stadium, the site for this incredible football contest.
And now it's time for the coin toss. And it's brought to you by Coke Zero. Real Coca-Cola taste, 0 calories. Enjoy everything.
Both teams are on the field, and we're just about ready to open things up. He just drills this one. And it goes into the end zone, down for a touchback. So here comes the offense taking the field for the first time today. And down he goes at the 42.
This guy has that innate ability to get just enough distance from a defender to make a completion possible. You don't see it from every receiver, but this guy's got it.
From their own 42-yard line. First down. He goes downtown.
That makes it 2nd and 10.
And he's tackled right around the 48-yard line. So he keeps it, and he gets a big first down.
The quarterback made a very good decision here not to pitch. He saw a break in the defense and just hit it for a big gain.
Delivers to the halfback on the screen. Knocked out of bounds at the 43. From the 43-yard line, it's 2nd down. Nice run there. And that's their 3rd first down of the drive.
The defense needs to figure out a way to stop them, or else they're going to have no problem putting points on the board.
He fights forward to about the 36. From the 36-yard line, 2nd down. On the delay, brought down at the 35. And this play is number 8 on the drive. Johnson on the run, and he hits him hard at the 34-yard line. A 1-yard gain by the halfback. 4th down. They call on the kicker for a long field goal. Nebraska is looking to go up by 3. The kick is away. It's long enough, and he nails the long field goal. The kicker looks like he's ready to kick this one off. He really got a hold of that kick. This one's going to be down in the end zone for a touchback. Illinois' coaches admitted to us that they game plan around this guy. It's kind of different for a wide receiver. It's usually a running back or a quarterback, but he's paid off for him so far.
He really has, and I found it very refreshing as we travel around the country and visit with so many of these players to find a high-profile wide receiver who's a selfless guy. He's a great leader from everything that they've told us. He's a guy that wants to go out there and make sure that the team gets the win first before he gets his catches. Kind of a rare breed in today's game of college football, but he's an exceptional player.
First guy on the field and the last guy off at practice. So it's 2nd down, and they're only about a foot away from picking up the first down. And he's taken down around the 48-yard line. First and 10. Ball on the 48-yard line. Tackled after a decent pickup.
That makes it 2nd and 6.
Tackle made around the 44-yard line.
Third down.
Third down now, and they need to get it down to the 38. He's in trouble, and he is drilled at the 46-yard line.
Boy, Brad, that was a big hit on the quarterback. I'm going to be interested to see how he responds from this hit and whether or not he comes after his offensive lineman and challenges them to start playing a little bit better.
Robertson is hoping to boom this one down the field. So this one goes into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Both squads are digging in now. Let's see what happens on this next drive. Nebraska is up a field goal. And they make the stop around the 22-yard line. Second down, 8 yards to go. Ball on the 22. The handoff on the counter. Makes it to the 34.
You love having this kind of weapon. You already know what kind of damage he can cause in the passing game. And here you can see what he can do when you hand the ball off to him.
Throws complete. He's got space to work. They'll bring him down around the 39-yard line. They're about 4 yards away here on second down. And he's tackled after positive yardage.
That's a gain of 4. That'll make it 3rd and 1.
Again with the run. Nice run to the outside. It's a 5-yard pickup on the play, and that'll move the sticks.
They went misdirection there on the counter. Good job up front by the offensive line and by the running back to follow his blocks.
It's first and 10. Ball on the 48. Gets to around the 42.
That's good for a gain of 10 yards. That'll make it 2nd and inches.
Nebraska has a 3-point lead. He's on the run. And he's going to be sacked. He just blew past the blockers and dragged the quarterback down.
Boy, excellent play by the defense here. A few extra seconds, and those receivers might have been open.
And they'll look to convert here on another third down. Quick throw, incomplete, wanted his receiver.
Well, that was clearly a poor read on somebody's part. And the bad news is there was no defender around. If the pass was anywhere near him, it could have gone for a big play.
He'll try to change the field position and especially not get it to the end zone. They get this one off, and it's a beauty. This punt bounces into the end zone, and this will be a touchback. And while they are behind, they know they can knot things up in a heartbeat. It's way too early to change your game plan. And they get nice yardage on that run.
second and 5.
From their own 25-yard line. Second down. And he carries the ball for a nice gain. 7 yards there for the halfback, and he also picks up a new set of downs.
Good job to let the play develop and pick up a nice gain for a first down.
Tackle around the 49-yard line.
A quarterback's best friend is a receiver he can count on to catch the ball every time he drops back to pass.
From their own 49-yard line. First down. They go back to him on a quick throw. So they pick up quite a few yards on that play, Kirk.
Well, that was an excellent route, and he did a great job of holding on to the football.
So it's second down and about 2 yards to go. On the run, right side. Runs right for a nice gain. He gets another carry. Runs it left for a decent gain. Second down, and they're going to need about 3 yards to pick up the first down. They'll work the left side with a counter play. And he's shoved out of bounds at the 21-yard line.
Nothing tentative on that run at all. He looked very determined and got the first down.
Here's the 8th play of the series. He's into the open field. Gains his way to the 13-yard line. It's second down, and they're about 2 yards away from the sticks. Fires out to his wideout. And he adds the extra point. A 9-play, 80-yard drive, and they come away with 7 points. Illinois ready to kick this one off. And he got all of this one. Great kick. And it goes into the end zone, down for a touchback. Illinois' got people flying all over the field on defense right now.
Boy, they sure do. Right now, we're just seeing great defensive effort. They have a plan. They understand it. They're playing with great speed, and they're not giving up big plays. That's why they're playing well up to this point.
You never like to have to play from behind, but a deficit this manageable shouldn't be in the front of their minds. They just need to go out there and play. Nice run, and he's brought down.
That makes it 2nd and 6.
From their own 29-yard line. Second down. Grant off the right side. Good outside run there.
Gain 7 on the play. First down.
He makes his way to about the 48.
That's good for a gain of 12 First down.
So at the end of one quarter, Illinois leads 7-3. We can only hope the second quarter is as good as the first. Tight ball game, folks. Hands it to the back. Tackled outside after a nice pickup.
Gaining 4 yards. That makes it 2nd and 6.
It's second down, 6 yards to go. Ball on the 48. And it's the senior. He's taken down at about the 33-yard line.
That makes it 1st and 10.
From the 33-yard line, it's first down. Slings it.
That could have been a huge shift in momentum if they were able to hold on to that one. Wow, that was close.
He's going to try and scramble. He's tackled at about the 21. And this is the 8th play of the drive. Big opening. He makes his way out to about the 9.
That makes it 1st and goal.
It's first down, and they'll be looking for 6 points here. And he's level at the 8-yard line. The halfback picks up a yard. This is the 10th play of this drive. And he makes it out to about the 5-yard line.
That makes it 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal, and the offense is only 4 yards away from being able to take the lead. Pressured and brought down.
I think that one's on the offensive line. They've got to do a better job of holding their blocks, or else this quarterback's going to be pulling turf out of his face mask all game.
They'll line up for the field goal, and this is nothing more than a chip shot. The kick is up, and he got it.
And you got to think they're pretty happy with holding him to a field goal right there.
Looks like they're ready for the kick. Nice kick, plenty of distance. This one's going to be down in the end zone for a touchback. Momentum swings have been fairly even. And with so little separation, this game can be drastically changed on just 1 or 2 plays. Illinois with a 1-point lead. Throws left, the running back's got it. He's to the 40. And down he goes at midfield. First and 10. Ball on the 50.
Check 9, check 9. Back 28.
Looking left, finds his fullback. And he's tackled at the 49. And he's going to come up with a sack. Third and long now after the sack. Under pressure. He wants it all going long. Oh, boy, almost intercepted. Robertson to punt. He really got a hold of that one. This punt goes over the goal line, and this will be a touchback.
Every single time this offense has the ball, they're moving the football, but they're settling for field goals. And every time they settle for field goals, I've been watching the defense that they've been facing and watching how they run off the field to celebrate a job well done because they're not giving up touchdowns. That's a bad sign.
Feeds it to the back. Runs it right. Nice pickup.
Gain of 7 yards. That'll bring up 2nd and 3.
They need about 3 yards to get the first here on 2nd down. Has some daylight. Brought down at about the 37-yard line.
Gain of 10 yards. First down.
And now he's got room to run. He's at midfield. He's pushed out of bounds at the 41.
That makes it 1st and 10.
We've got a 1st and 10. Ball on the 41-yard line. The lineman got a little ahead of the snap count. Here's the call.
False start, offense.
It's so tough to move the ball forward. Even a 5-yard setback can do damage to a drive.
Tosses out to the tailback on the screen. He gets hit out of bounds at about the 45. 2nd and 14. Ball on the 45. Fires quickly, and he's got his man. They'll get him for a loss. Third down now, and they need to get it down to the 31. Williams back deep to return. This one will go into the end zone, and they'll bring it out to the 20. In a game that's this close, you can't afford to waste possessions. Illinois is up 1. They run it left. Tackle made right around the 22-yard line. A yard, maybe 2 on the carry.
Well, those are the kind of hits that'll take some miles off a ball carrier.
From their own 22-yard line. 2nd down. Just throws this one away. And they make the stop at the 36-yard line.
First down, 10 to go.
Ball on their own 36. They'll bring him down
Around the 37-yard line.
Gain of 1 on the play. That makes it 2nd and 10.
And he's tackled after positive yardage.
That's a gain of 4 on the play. That'll make it.
And here's another 3rd down.
All day, just like that. Just like that.
Got him on the screen play. And he's taken down at the 43.
That brings us 4th and 3.
Robertson is waiting for the snap. He fields it at the 17.
He's tackled at the 27-yard line.
Momentum swings have been fairly even. And with so little separation, this game can be drastically changed on just 1 or 2 plays.
Scrambling around. He gets sacked on the play.
The quarterback didn't have any time to find the open man.
So the sack makes this a 2nd and long. He makes it out to maybe the 23-yard line. Finds his man, and they take him down immediately. Williams is back deep to return the punt. He punts it away, and it's a great kick. Williams fields it at the 26. Tackle made at the 38-yard line.
In a game that's this close, you can't afford to waste possessions.
Illinois up a point. And he throws it away.
Good job here by the defense. If you let this quarterback set and throw, he'll kill you all game. But they got excellent pressure on that play.
2nd down and 10 to go.
Ball on the 38.
Got it and brought down immediately.
Number 24 with the tackle at the 45-yard line. That makes it 3rd and 3.
Mike 14. Mike 14. Winning. 59 Philly. 59 Philly.
Gains his way to the 40-yard line. It's 1st and 10.
Ball on the 40-yard line.
The quarterback in the gun. Empty backfield. 5 wide receivers in the formation.
Throws it in a hurry. Tackle at the 31.
Very solid gain through the air. I'm impressed with the poise of this quarterback and the ability of the receiver to keep his concentration and get his hands on the football.
Illinois is going to have to use their 2nd time out of the half.
This quarterback is tough as nails. Brad, he's going to sit in that pocket and give himself a chance. The only problem is, at some point, you've got to have a feel, almost that 6th sense on when to get out of there and avoid the pressure, or just to throw the ball before you get hit.
He heaves it to the end zone. The defender had his hands on it, but it's incomplete. That ball had interception written all over it, but the defender couldn't hang on.
I think the quarterback there was a little too intent on hitting that receiver.
And so it's another third down upcoming here. They come out in a 5-wide set. Quick out to his receiver. He's taken down at the 14. Illinois with a 1-point lead. And he's tackled right away. End zone touchdown. Nice catch by the receiver for the touchdown.
Anytime you're near the red zone, you got to keep an eye for this guy. They love going to him down here.
They got great concentration from everyone to connect on that flag pattern. So the referee initially calls it a catch, but we'll get a second look at it here and determine if he was in bounds when he hauled it in.
And that play happened so fast that it was very tough to tell if he was able to get a foot down or not.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
The ruling on the field will stand. He caught it.
The only thing left to say about this play is that was an excellent catch.
And he hits the PAT. A 10-play, 63-yard drive, and that's good for a touchdown.
Brad, I love these kind of drives. They're old school, grind it out and earn the yards, and just rip the heart right out of that defense.
So the score now, 14-6. He's to the 20, and down he goes at the 26-yard line. Momentum swings have been fairly even, and with so little separation, this game can be drastically changed on just 1 or 2 plays.
That's just a great play to separate the ball from the receiver. He'll be feeling that hit tomorrow.
From their own 26-yard line, second down. And he is drilled at the 36. He caught some key blocks and was able to turn it into a 10-yard gain. Nebraska is going to use their first time out of the half here. And he hits him hard at the 44-yard line.
I'll tell you something. I'm loving this quarterback's confidence more and more as this game goes on. He's really throwing the ball with some purpose.
Looking right. Intercepted. He's tackled at the 35.
I really like this corner's ability to read the play. He shows very good football smarts and pretty good hands, too.
The field goal unit's out on the field, and they're going to try to get these guys 3 points before halftime. Illinois holds an 8-point advantage. The kick is up. It's got the distance. And he nails the long field goal. We've reached halftime, and I don't think too many people were expecting this. 17-6, Illinois.
Welcome back, everybody. Second half action about to begin.
He sends this one deep. This one's going to be down in the end zone for a touchback.
Both squads are digging in now. Let's see what happens on this next drive.
And he's going to be sacked.
You can't take sacks like that as a quarterback. You just can't. If you can't find a receiver, get out of the pocket and throw the ball away.
From their own 18-yard line. Second down.
And he's tackled at the 28.
Makes the catch, and he's got nowhere to go.
Newsom tackles in the backfield at the 28-yard line. That brings up 4th and 7.
Robertson awaits the snap.
He makes it out to maybe the 39-yard line. There's got to be some sense of urgency to this offense right now. They don't have the luxury of wasting drives if they want to get back in the game.
Quick toss.
And he's got his receiver. It's the sophomore. He's taken down at the 24-yard line.
Well, I think this defense right now doesn't realize if it's going to be a run or a pass, and that's the perfect time to be able to call play action. This defense is on its heels. They're guessing with the offense. That time they guess wrong, and the result is a big play for the offense.
Now it's 1st and 10 after the big pass play.
Coming to you, coming to you. Hey, check my 39, check my 39. Let's go.
He gets rid of this one. He's scrambling. He's tackled at the 22.
From the 22-yard line, it's 3rd down. Quick shot to the tight end, and he can't pull it in.
That's just a great play to separate the ball from the receiver. He'll be feeling that hit tomorrow.
And they can make this a one-possession game with this kick right here. Kicks away.
And he got it. Nebraska to kick this one off. He kicks it off, and he got all of that one. And it goes into the end zone, down for a touchback.
Well, the guys are chomping at the bit down there, waiting for the game to start back up.
Illinois
Up by 8.
scrambling around. And down he goes.
Around the 31-yard line. From their own 31-yard line. Second down. They go with a screen, incomplete.
throws right away. And this one falls incomplete. And that'll bring up a punting situation.
The defense held their ground on that play. The quarterback just wasn't able to find any open receivers.
Robertson to punt. He gets it away, and this is a really nice punt. Little too much leg into that punt. They'll bring it out to the 20. There's still plenty of time to keep running their offense as usual here. I don't think they need to feel any anxiety about trailing. Tackle at the 20. A yard, if that, on the quarterback keeper.
Good job by the junior linebacker to read the run and limit the play to a short gain.
From their own 20-yard line, it's second down. And he's taken down at about the 29-yard line. The running back takes the pitch on the option, and that'll be a pickup of about 9. It's on the ground. It's recovered. Tackle made at the 45. And that fumble is going to cost them.
At this stage in the game, the #1 rule has to be to hold on to the football.
They're set to go for another round. Illinois holds an 8-point advantage. Quick pass, man open, and he dropped it. Second and 10. Ball on the 45-yard line. He fights forward to about the 43. Dumps it complete over the middle. And he tackles him hard at the 39-yard line.
Gain of 4 yards. Fourth down.
So they're going to go for it here. Throws complete, but he's going to come up short. Unable to convert on 4th down, and the ball changes hands. The offense couldn't hang on to the ball last time around. Let's see what happens here.
You don't change your philosophy after one play. They'll be out doing the same thing as before, just with better awareness.
Grant gets it on the inside. They'll bring him down at the 37-yard line. Second down, 10 yards to go. Ball on their own 37. He's going to try and scramble. Brought down around the 49-yard line.
That's a gain of 14 yards on the play. First down.
Makes the catch, and look out. And they make the stop at about the 31.
That's a gain of 18 on the play. That makes it first and 10.
From the 31-yard line, it's first down.
Second and 10.
Here we go.
Up the middle for a nice gain.
That's good for a gain of 7 yards. That makes it 3rd and 3.
Third down, and they're going to need about 3 yards to pick up the first down. And he's tackled around the 18-yard line.
6 yards. First down.
Now he's scrambling. Slides down to the ground. And this is the 8th play of the drive. He makes it to the 9. So we're looking at another 3rd down here. Now he tries to buy some time. They'll make the sack.
A great defensive end in college football just pins his ears back and has, again, that extra instinct to know when to jump the snap count, when to take a chance on 3rd down. It seems like they almost save their extra pass rush and extra incentive as far as their energy when it really matters on a 3rd down, when they feel like they can beat that offensive tackle and get off the line of scrimmage a little bit quicker. And that's something that I think we've seen him do throughout this game.
This should be an easy field goal. The kick is up, and the field goal is good.
And you got to think they're pretty happy with holding them to a field goal right there.
Nebraska gets set to kick this one away. He just drills this one. He's taken down at the 23.
Illinois' offense was rolling along earlier, and now they have gone ice cold in the 3rd quarter.
Brad, they almost look like a different team. It's like they've come out of the locker room a little bit flat here in the 2nd half. We'll see if they can have something happen, something to spark them and maybe get their mojo going before they end up losing this ball game.
They run it left. Nice run there. They're about 4 yards away here on 2nd down. Completes it, and he's hit hard immediately. Nothing going on that play.
Well, here I think the quarterback needs to be a little bit more patient in the pocket. That way he can allow his receivers to get downfield a little bit before he throws it.
So the defense gets him to go 3 and out.
Good job here defensively forcing this incomplete pass.
That'll make it 4th and 2.
Robertson is waiting for the snap. Room around the corner, and he makes it out to about the 41-yard line.
This deficit can be easily overcome, sure, but they have to be thinking if they don't get something going on this series, the burden is going to be felt by their defense.
Tackled after a decent pickup.
That's a gain of 5 on the play. That brings up 2nd and 5.
We've got a 2nd and 5. Ball on the 46-yard line. He's on the run. He kept the ball on that one and picked up the first down.
I think it's a great decision by the quarterback here to take off and run.
And they get nice yardage on that run. So it's 2nd down now, and they need about 4 yards to pick up the first. Again with the run. They go to the left for a nice gain. That's good enough to pick up the first down.
This young man ran with some purpose there and picked up 6 yards.
Here's the give. And he hits him hard at the 27.
That's a gain of 9 on the play. That makes it 2nd and 2.
One more quarter of action remaining, and this one has been a real treat. Illinois' lead is 5. Well, this final few minutes is going to determine this one. Tight ball game. Action set to start here in the 4th quarter. He scrambles, heading for the corner. Looks like he's going to run. He's taken down at the 10.
That makes it 1st and 10.
First down, 10 yards to go. 10 yards to the end zone. Excellent open field tackle.
That's a gain of 1 on the play. That makes it 2nd and 8.
This is the 8th play of this drive. That's a great tackle at the 19. Third and long now after the sack. Quick out to his receiver, and he's tackled right away.
That brings us 4th and 7.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
Zips it to the back. He's tackled at the 4-yard line. A score here might effectively end this one. I think they'll try to get a few yards in the ground here and get a little bit of breathing room. He fights forward to about the 7.
Call it a gain of 3 yards. That'll make it 2nd and 7.
It's 2nd down, 7 to go. Ball on their own 7. Another run. He gets out to about the 9-yard line.
Call it a gain of 2 yards. That'll bring up 3rd and 6.
There are 5 wide receivers split out. The quarterback in the gun. Throws complete, and he stopped immediately.
Number 38 brings him down at the 13-yard line. 4th down.
Robertson is the punter. And he's taken down at the 45-yard line. Both teams realize that when the ball is snapped, we're one play away from a very different ball game. He's scrambling. Slides down. So the quarterback scrambles for about 4 yards on the play.
That'll make it 2nd and 7.
2nd down and 7. Ball on the 49.
Great job by the defense at getting after that quarterback. And right now, I think they've got him with some happy feet. He appears to be a bit rattled.
And down he goes at the 41.
First down.
From the 41-yard line. First down. They go with the run. He's at the 30. Makes it to the 24.
First down.
From the 24-yard line. First down. Takes it up the middle for a nice run. Johnson picks up about 4 yards on the play.
That makes it 2nd and 6.
They'll drop him for a loss. And once again, they'll come to the line trying to convert on 3rd down. Makes the catch, and he's got nowhere to go. Throws complete, but it's not going to be enough. You know this is a real crucial time in the game. It could still go either way.
Let's see if this coaching staff sticks with the short passing game, or if they decide to open it up a bit more.
That makes it 2nd and 10.
So it's 2nd and 10. Ball on the 16. Gets to about the 17-yard line.
That's good for a gain of 1 yard. 3rd down.
Check, tight right, tight right, tight right. Full out there, check the outs out there. 4 down. Like 28. Ready. Flag high.
Pulls it in, and that's a first down. Very good tackle in space.
When they broke the huddle, I'm sure everybody knew the ball was going to go to this receiver. And he still brought it in to give this team a big lift.
From their own 29-yard line, it's first down. Scrambling around. Decides to slide. 5, maybe 6 yards there on the scramble. And he's tackled after positive yardage.
Gain of 4 yards. That'll bring up 3rd and inches.
And so it's another 3rd down upcoming here.
4 down. Like 28. Let's go. Red 85. Red 85.
And he's taken down right around the 40. First and 10. Ball on the 40. Less than 3 minutes in the game. Fires quickly. He's got the tailback on another catch. And they push him out at the 38.
The Cornhuskers will use their first time out of the half.
Here's the 8th play of the series.
Mike, he's coming. Check in. Let's go.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. Maybe a yard on the run by the tailback.
That was the junior linebacker who'll get credit with the tackle there.
2 minutes left in the ball game. Got a man in and out of his hands.
That makes it 4th and 12.
Robertson to punt. He's tackled at the 24. Nebraska's ranking, that doesn't mean anything right now.
Now, they've not played up to their expectations at all, but they have the football here late in the game. They're very fortunate to still have a chance to maybe win it because they've not looked like themselves.
Both teams realize that when the ball is snapped, we're one play away from a very different ball game.
He's going to try and scramble. And he's sacked.
Just under 2 minutes in the game.
Spikes the ball.
It's 3rd down and long, and losing by a possession, I would expect them to have to go to the air.
Brought down
Around the 31-yard line.
Throws it in a hurry. He's on the run. To the 20, the 10, and it's a whole new ball game.
Stumbles like these can kill your offensive progress.
So they'll go for 2 here and try to go up by a field goal. Nebraska is up 1. There's a strike complete. They don't get it. The kicker looks like he's ready to kick this one off. He really got a hold of that kick. This one's going to be down in the end zone for a touchback.
Well, we're getting late in the 4th quarter, Kirk. You got to make the most of every possession you have. Williams' legend now has got a chance to grow if they can get him the football.
I'd be throwing the football his way early and often during this drive. You never know what can happen once the football gets in his hands.
You know this is a real crucial time in the game. It could still go either way.
Fires to his tight end, nothing doing.
There's one the quarterback would like to rewind because he has a wide open receiver and he just misfires.
2nd and 10.
Ball on their own 25.
Quick out to his receiver.
You can tell he's got a lot of faith in his wide receivers. Even when he's a little bit off target, they can pull it in and make something happen.
He's going to go for the home run. They'll make the sack.
Under a minute left in the game.
Passes to the back, incomplete. And that should do it. Our final tally in this one. Nebraska 18, Illinois 17.
That's going to do it for this presentation of NCAA Football 14. For Kirk Herbstreit, this is Brad Nessler saying goodbye.